Hello everyone, I am JRDukes. I appreciate you joining me today. I am your advice guru, your relationship expert, and I am your motivator to help you live your best life starting today. Today's subject, we're going to be talking about how do I protect my assets after I have already been sued, after I've already had a judgment taken against me, such as your residence, such as your car, any kind of asset in general. So we're going to get right into it. So if you're watching this video, you might have recently been sued, you might have recently just had a judgment taken out against you, there might have recently been some kind of misfortune that you've experienced, and now you're trying to think, hey, what can I do to protect myself from this lawsuit? What can I do to protect myself from collection efforts? Well, that's what I want to talk to you about today. Now, when it comes to protecting yourself against lawsuits, the best strategy is to make plans way ahead of time before you have a lawsuit, before you have some kind of claim against your assets, your home, your car. Quickly, this video is not about how to protect your home from a foreclosure, from your failure to pay your mortgage, from a spouse, if you're going through a divorce proceeding. You have to make sure you're paying your homeowner association dues. You have to make sure you're paying material man liens. And of course, you always have to pay your state and especially federal IRS taxes. There is a lot of misinformation out on the internet about what can I do after I've been sued and after a judgment has been taken out against me in order to protect my assets. You'll have a lot of individuals, a lot of channels will try to sell you offshore trusts. They will try to sell you Cook Island trusts, a whole plethora of different type of vehicles that they claim will bring you asset protection even after a judgment's been taken against you. But in my opinion, that is just simply not the case. The main problem that you run across when you're trying to protect your assets after a divorce or judgment has been entered against you is something that is called the Statute of Frauds. Now, it's not a criminal situation, although Statute of Fraud sounds criminal. It is actually a civil situation. But what happens in a Statute of Frauds claim is, in a nutshell, anything that you transfer once a lawsuit has been filed or after a judgment has been taken against you can theoretically be set aside by a motion to the court from a judgment creditor. So for example, let's say you transferred an asset to a sister or to a son or daughter. Well, a creditor will eventually find out that you've done that through discovery. And what they will do is they will simply take your son, daughter, your family member to court and ask a judge to undo whatever you did to try to circumvent your creditors from collecting on the judgment. For example, if you were to put a piece of property in your son's name, for example, they will simply go to the court in the correct jurisdiction and they'll say, hey judge, this was a fraudulent transfer. We would simply like you to order this person's son, this person's daughter, this person's family member to re-sign over the property back to us so that we can collect and satisfy this judgment. Happens all the time, and that is the number one problem you run across trying to do something after the fact once a judgment creditor has a judgment against you. A quick side note, if you are finding value in this particular video, I would appreciate it if you would go ahead and hit the like button and please subscribe to my channel. So the question is, what can I do to protect my assets in the event that a creditor has secured a judgment against me? The best advice I have for this is to simply take your non-exempt assets, such as cash, and move to Florida. Purchase a Florida homestead. The reason you want a Florida homestead is because in Florida, your property is protected to an amount that is unlimited. You can literally take all the cash in your possession, take all your assets like other vehicles, paintings, coin collections, stamp collections, you name it. You can go ahead and sell them now, convert them to cash, immediately move to the great state of Florida, buy yourself a residence, and as soon as you move into the residence, it is 100% protected from judgment creditors. So you take all the money from selling your current residence, from selling any and all assets that you have, you move to Florida, you buy yourself a home with that same money, and as soon as you move into that residence, it is 100% protected against creditors. It is absolutely as close to a bulletproof solution that you can come to in this world concerning keeping your assets, your money safe from current and or future creditors. Florida is definitely an amazing place. I have often referred to it as the most friendly debtor jurisdiction in the entire world. I will be talking in other videos about other benefits of moving to Florida, but the primary benefit is you can move here today, and the day you intend on living in the house as your permanent residence, it is protected immediately in an unlimited amount. It is absolutely an amazing benefit to living in the state of Florida. I have checked, studied, and tried many different asset protections in my lifetime. I have counseled other people, I have helped other employees, I have helped other colleagues that has asked me questions pertaining to asset protection, and nothing comes close to the benefits of living in Florida, specifically with the unlimited homestead protection that you're afforded in the great state of Florida. If you have any questions or comment, feel free to leave them below. Make sure you like and subscribe to this video. And if you need any advice or if you have any questions about any of the subjects that I cover, feel free to drop me an email. My email address is simply reachjrdukes@gmail.com. I look forward to hearing from you. Remember, keep your mind free and never give up. I am JR Dukes.